way through to year 13 before them. So please feel free to welcome them with cheers and claps and encourage them as much as possible. It'd be fabulous. The students are going to showcase a range of LAMDA disciplines. We've got acting, poetry, prose, and a devised scene as well. But we're going to start with my own student who's doing public speaking. It's Greg Doyle in year 7, and he's going to give us a speech which he's written about one of his interests. I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you very much. Greg?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our LAMDA evening. Tonight I'll be giving a speech I prepared about one of my interests. I like to cook. This passion started when I was younger. I remember one day my mum asked me if I would like to help her cook. I said yes, and together we made a coffee cake with toasted walnuts on top. It was delicious and still remains my favourite cake to make. After this, I decided to cook a lot more with my mum. I like spending time with her, and I love the things we make. I also enjoy sharing the things I cook with my family because I get the opinions on the dishes, and I learn from it. From baking lots of cakes, I then developed an interest in cooking all sorts of recipes. My favourite savoury recipe to cook is risotto with butternut squash and crab. I also made Thai green curry and canapes for a party. Currently, my ultimate recipe to both make and eat is ice cream cake with raspberries and forest fruits on top. I would like to either be a chef when I leave school or a footballer. Having given some thought to who I would invite to my fantasy dinner party, the guests will include all of my family, my favourite chef Gordon Ramsay. I admire his passion for food and how hard he works, and he also likes football. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope it hasn't made you too hungry, but if it has, there's snacks at the interval. I hope you enjoy the remaining performances tonight.
Mrs. Cox has a fox nesting in her sweaty socks. Mr. Sprat's tabby cat sleeps beneath his bobble hat. Mrs. Tate has various newts sleeping in his zip-up boots. Mr. Spry has fed his fly, eating food stains off his tie. Mrs. Rowe shows up her stoat round the collar of her coat. Mrs. Spare's got grizzly bears hiding in his spacious flares. And Mrs. Vickers has a stick inside called stickers, and she keeps it in her. This is the card that I've made for my stag. It's with sticky glue, but it's not too bad. I cut out a ship and stuck it in, and I drew a shark with a great big fin. Then I've written as neatly as I can, with all love to my dad. He's the world's best man. This is the card that I will give to my dad. It's with sticky glue, but it's not too bad.
Worst world in the world out here tonight, Frank. People are all over, everywhere. Some hopelessly involved with grief here at the scene, still others passers-by to the suffering, slowly passing by, looking, feeling, hoping, and believing that they might learn something from these dark times, that they might find some proof of the faces hidden in the dusk of the faces who have seen so much, so fast, and such sadness. Something is out there, or in here, and this is what we are watching, or being watched by. One man came by a moment ago, and then I felt could not go on. We did all we could to keep him and his hope up until, after a time, his sister arrived, who had seen him wandering on her television in the background, behind me, in her living room. When she came and saw him, she said, "There you are." He smiled. So that was touching. in an evening which has been largely bereft of the nice touches normally associated with the soft nights of this season. Another thing I should say is just what an incredible job the animals have been doing out here tonight. If you look behind me, you can perhaps see several dogs going back and forth. They've been barking at the dark and generally doing those things they can be accounted on to do. And these include licking hands, yawning, circling before sitting down, and making their tags and collars jingle. This, of course, all as the hours grow more and more late out here tonight, and we, it seems, learn less and less. Frank?
How now, by Lauren, on eves of cold, when slow coal fires, rooted in basements burn and brine, brushing the smoke of the city air, when quartered moons pale in the skies, and neons glow along the dark, like deadly nightshade of the brine. Above the muffled traffic, then, I hear a now, and at his note I shudder in my private chair, for like an augur he has come to roost among our crumbling walls, and his blooded talons sheathed in fur. Some secret lure of time, it seems, has called him from his country waste to hunt a newer wasteland here. And when the candelabra swung with dances thousand eyes, now his black-hooded pupils stare, and where the silk-shoed lovers ran with dust of diamonds in their hair, he opens now his silent twin, and like a stroke of doom, drops down, swoops across the empty hall, and plucks a quick mouse off the step.
My name's Toby, and I'm going to be playing the part of the customer, and this is Zach, and he's going to be playing the part of the robot. Hello, is this robotarus.com?
Malfunction.
I'm calling about the robot that you delivered today.
Emergency.
No, I'm not happy with him.
Disaster.
I know he's a sort of guard to keep the family safe, but
Man overboard.
he won't shut up.
Women and children first.
Of course I want to keep my family safe.
Red alert.
But some of his safety advice is just nonsense.
Hurricane approaching.
He's getting on my nerves, and I would like you to come and take him back.
Batten down the hatches.
See, there he goes again. Speaking nonsense again. Complete, utter tosh, if you ask me.
Mind the gap.
Of course he... So when can you come and get him?
Level 3. Doors closing.
Of course he can't come to the phone.
Hi Nick, it's Ronnie here.
What?
I don't want to stay anyway.
You are a complete, utter phony.
I had you fooled for a while though.
Ha! You didn't have me fooled for 1 minute. Now, get out of here.
Okay, keep your hair on, I'll go in.
And good riddance. Mind the step. Oh, sorry about that, Ronnie. Mind the step. Mind the step.
This is There's Nothing to It by Phil Jameson. I'm Will Marshall and I'm playing the role of the customer. I'm Henry and I'm playing the role of the waiter. I'm ready to order. What's the soup of the day? chestnut soup. It's the chef's speciality.
What's chestnut soup? What's the ingredients?
I'm not really sure. Shall I ask?
No, never mind. Do you have any veal?
Have you looked in the vegetarian section?
Veal is a kind of meat. Anyway, I haven't got many. You didn't bring me one.
I'm sorry, you see. I'm new to the job.
I never would have guessed.
Yes, I only started this afternoon.
Well, you bring me the menu, and I'll point to the things I want to order for my lunch.
Great, thanks. I'll just go get one. Here you are. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you, but you meant to say that when you brought the food.
But you haven't ordered it.
That's because you've only just brought me the menu.
I haven't really got the hang of it yet. Sorry.
Look, you sit here and I'll be the waiter. You order something and I'll demonstrate what you're meant to do. There's nothing to it.
Waiter, can you bring me the menu, please? You're holding the menu in your hands. This is a wine list. I cannot order food from a wine list, can I?
Here we are. May I recommend the chef's special mixed grill?
No, you may not. I want egg and chips.
What?
I want egg and chips. Are you deaf or stupid?
You can't speak to me like that. I'm a customer.
No, I'm the customer, and the customer's always right.
Why are you pretending? You are meant to choose something to order, then I'll bring you food, and there's nothing to it.
Do you want me to get the manager in here?
No.
Then get me the food I ordered. Get me my meal now.
I'm going.
He's right, you know. There's nothing to it.
I'm playing the Grand High Witch, who in this scene is at her conference of witches, at which she's very angry. You may remove your wigs and get some fresh air into those spotty scalps. The witches of England, miserable witches, useless, lazy witches. You are a heap of idle, good-for-nothing verbs. As I'm eating my lunch, I'm looking out of the window at the beach. And what am I seeing? I am seeing a revolting sight, which is putting me off my food. Hundreds of rotten, repulsive children playing on the sand. Why have you not got rid of them? Why? You will do better. My orders are that every single child in England will be rubbed out, squashed, squirted, squitted, and frittered before I come here again in 1 year's time. Who said that? Who dares argue with me? It was you, was it not? Come here. A witch who dares to say I'm wrong will not be with us very long. A stupid witch who answers back must burn until her bones are black. I hope that nobody else is going to make me cross today. Frizzled like a fritter, cooked like a carrot. You will never see her again. Now we can get down to business. I am having a plan, a giganticus plan. You'll buy sweet drops, you You will fill them high with luscious sweets and tasty chocks. You will have a great gala opening with free sweets and chocks for every child. You'll be filling each sweet and chock with my latest, greatest magic formula. Formula 86, Delayed Action Mouse Maker. To cause delayed action, roasted in oven with one alarm clock set to go off at 9 o'clock in the morning. Inject one droplet into each sweet and each chock. You will open your shop, and as the children come in from their way home from school, you will cram them full of sticky eats, and you'll send them home with guzzling sweets. And in the morning, the little fools will go marching off to separate schools.
I'm going to be playing the part of Lady Driver, who is at a university reunion and she's bumped into a familiar face. Brown corduroy trousers. I'd forgotten your brown corduroy trousers. They can't be the same brown corduroy trousers that you were wearing that weekend we stayed at the Ritz. I'm sorry, Winnie, I can't help it. It's the trousers. It's just suddenly coming face to face with your brown corduroy trousers now, and I'd forgotten all about them. Thrown down over the floor with no legs inside them. Just don't say anything. Don't look at me. If you just leave me alone for a moment, I'll be alright. I didn't plan this, of course. I didn't plan to walk in after 17 years and burst into tears. It was just seeing the trousers. One sock on the washstand. I didn't plan to come and have some terrible nostalgic scene because I don't feel that way about it. I never think about the past. I'm far too busy with the present. I lead a very active life, and I just came here to tell you how I was, and I'm fine. I'm very happy, and I'm just crying because I'm seeing your brown corduroy trousers. Look, I'm not angry about what happened. I can see it was my fault. But you didn't say a word from Tripoli to Tunis. Somebody had to say something. Now you won't even look at me. One of your famous silences. That's why everyone was always so impressed by you. Because you just stood there and grinned and said nothing. Well, say something! Say it! You may not believe it, but I often think about what happened. I often think about us. Oh, I shouldn't have come. This was a terrible idea. I can see now the whole plan's gone wrong. Disastrous. I was going to drop by quite casually. I was going to laugh and be slightly flirtatious. Not like that. I didn't plan this, of course. That beard is a mistake, by the way. It alters your whole personality. What has happened to you? You seem to have changed. Completely. Have you ever had the feeling that you'd like to get inside your handbag and close it firmly above your head? No, of course not. You haven't got a handbag. Where do men keep their things? Inside their trouser pockets. Have you ever felt like you'd like to hide inside your trouser pocket. What am I talking about? I think it might be best if I simply left without another word, got myself a cup of Ovaltine, and went to bed. Good night.
My sister was spotty, real spotty, all over. She was plastered with spots from her head to her toes. She even had spots on the parts that her bathing suits covered, spots on her eyelids, spots on her nose. I didn't know chickenpox could be so interesting. It seemed such a shame to waste all those spots. So, when Jodie was sleeping and no one was looking, I got a blue pen and connected her dots. There, I think things look a bit better than they did. Now, I think I'll get on with the mending before the 7 dwarves get home. Hello. Nonsense, it's far too early for them to be back. But they do certainly hear footsteps. Come in. Oh wait, I forgot. I mustn't open the door. I'll open the window. What do you want, my good woman?
It's what you want, my pretty little lady. I've got ribbons and laces and beads and combs, all fit for a little pretty lady like yourself.
Oh, how sweet. I wish I could see the necklace a bit better.
Why did you come out then?
I'm not allowed, for in fear my wicked stepmother might send somebody off to kill me.
Why didn't I bring my basket inside then? That'd be safe enough, wouldn't it?
Yes. Now, I'll lock the door so no one can creep in to kill me. Oh, let me see the necklace, please.
Let me fasten it round your pretty white throat. That suits you down to the ground, doesn't it?
Yes, it's quite nice, but the beads are so cold and queer. I feel like I'm choking. Undo the glass, please.
It'll be all right in a minute. Let me just comb your hair. Isn't it soothing?
No, not at all. The pins on the end are so hot, cold and queer. Take it and stop it. Stop. Help me. I'm dying. Please.
The necklace was poisoned and the comb is poisoned too. You are dying. Snow White, last night when I asked who was fairer, it said, Snow White, who lived with the 7 dwarfs, is fairer than Lady Queen and thou, and that's when I knew the huntsmen had lied to me. They hadn't come down and tracked you and killed them, so I came and did it myself, and oh look, I've done it. You aren't living with the 7 dwarfs anymore. Hark, here come those little men. I must fly.
Things might not have gone well for Miller at midnight, except for the next egg began to hatch. The Duke stopped glaring at Miller and pushed forward to stand by the red cushion. Let me through. Shakily, Miller crept near the fire. She peered down, with her hand cupped over the dragon. Sleep. Just as before, the red egg was tapped apart from the inside, so the gap was wide enough for the dragon to crawl out. It lay there, exhausted, its sides heaved.
of our copy dropped down, whispering and then humming with desperate eagerness. He bent low to the cushion. Dragon, dragon, do you hear me? But the little dragon's head sank down. It glistened, the colour of raw meat. Its colour was paling slowly, turning pinkish, its breathing slow. Tyre called out the dragon's name, a two-beat cry, one high note, then a low. Peril! Mueller watched, trying not to grin too broadly as the dragon responded to Tyre. It stirred and tried to stand, quivering. The red dragon stared at Tyre and she stared back. Air seemed to thicken and pulse between them. Then the red dragon made a noise that echoed Tyre's call. Tyre's eyes turned watery.
I'll be playing the role of Harry and she'll be explaining her bad experiences being a bridesmaid. Well, I mean, 5 bridesmaids is one thing, and that's a bit much to start with. But evening up the numbers with a page called Julian, it was all right at the rehearsal. He was as nice as pie. You wouldn't have really thought he was a boy at all. Then he shows me this little box. So I say, what's in it? He says I have to wait and see what's inside at the wedding. Not now because it's the rehearsal. So then it's today. We line up behind Rebecca and her father and down the aisle we go. Everything like clockwork. And then we get to the boring bit where they're signing the register and Julie knocks my basket and takes a bit of time picking it up and rearranging the flowers. I ought to have known. Then the organ music gets a bit positive, and here comes Rebecca and Matthew, and Samantha gives Bethany a good shove, then we're all out in the aisle. My mother's hissing, "Head up, Harriet." Then out of my basket and over my hand comes this huge but monstrous big black beetle. And if there's something that can move fast, it's a black beetle in a hurry. So I let out a yell. I mean, you'd have let out a yell. Anyone with a black beetle suddenly making their jugular would have let out a yell. But I know, like a flash of lightning, whose black beetle this is. So I turn as fast as if I'm still just beginning the yell, and I calm Julian with my basket, grab his hair with my spare hand and kick him. I mean, anyone with a black beetle, that's what they do. And Julian's going down. He catches the back of Miranda's dress, and now there's 3 of us in it. There's quite a lot of noise. You can't really hear the organ anymore. I'm still thumping Julian, and only he's thumping back. Then there's this arm that gets me right round the waist. It's my father lifting me straight off the floor, and Julian's mother grabbing him like he needed protecting. And Miranda's knickers are showing why Julian tore her dress. And there was quite a lot of carry on. Nobody much listening to my side of things. We never did find that beetle.
I will now be performing a poem by John Gillespie McGee, who was a Canadian aircraft pilot during the war. It's about his experiences of flying an aircraft, which he wrote as a poem to his parents shortly before he died, aged 19, in a terrible aircraft collision. Oh, I've slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and chased the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds through footless halls of air and done things you have not dreamed of, wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence, hovering there. I've chased the shouting wind along, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space. Put out my hand. Touched the face of God.
In this scene, I am playing the character of Ariel. Ariel is telling Prospero about some exciting news.
I boarded the king's ship. Now on the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards, and the bowsprit would I flame distinctly, then meet and join. Jove's lightnings, the precursors of the dreadful thunderclaps, more momentary and sight-outrunning were not. That not a soul but felt the fever of the mad, and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then all afire with me. The king's son, Ferdinand, with hair upstaring, then more like reeds, not hair, was the first man that leaped, cried. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. As thou badest me, in troops I disperse them round the isle. The king's son hath I landed by himself, whom I left crawling the air with sighs in an odd angle of the isle, sitting with his arms in this sad knot.
Then suddenly, again, Christopher Robin, who was still looking at the world, with his tin in his hand, called out, Pooh? Yes, said Pooh. Pooh? Yes. Christopher Robin, I'm not going to do nothing no more. Never again. Well, not so much. They don't let me. Pooh waited for him to go on, but he was silent. Yes, Christopher Robin, helpfully. Pooh, when I'm doing nothing, will you come up here sometimes? Just me? Yes, Pooh. Will you be here too? Yes, Pooh, I will be. Really? I promise, I will be, Pooh. That's good, said Pooh. Pooh, promise you won't forget about me. Ever? Not even when I'm 100? Pooh thought for a little. How old shall I be then? 99. Pooh nodded. I promise. Still, with his eyes on the world, Christopher Robin put out his hand and felt for Pooh's paw. Christopher Robin earnestly. If I'm not quite, he stopped and tried again. Pooh, whatever happens, you will understand, won't you? Understand what? Oh, nothing. And jumped onto his feet. Come on. Where? Anywhere, said Christopher Robin. So they went off together, wherever they go, and whatever happened to them in that enchanted place on the top of the forest, a little boy and his bear would still be playing. A small but hairy alien came round to our house for tea, shook hands most politely, put his napkin on his knee. We found his table manners, though, were really rather bad. Despite his size, His mouth was huge, enough to eat my dad. He scoffed my baby sister. Then he gorged himself on my mother. He choked this on the taste of my revolting brother. He slobbered as he gulped them down and gave a belch or two. As he ate each of them, his belly swelled and grew. A massive hairy alien enjoyed this under teeth. Oh dear, I think I have to run. He's reaching out for me.
I will now be performing a monologue from a play called Card, written by Chris O'Connell. I play a character called Jason, who is part of the gang, much to his reluctance, and I tell a story of his feelings having just robbed a car and shot someone in a pub. The car. I noticed. It's red. My old man. He drives red cars. He's always driven red cars. In Japan, so he tells me, they drive white cars. Drive red cars, and you're not trustworthy. My dad travels abroad, and he always comes home with presents for me and my sister. And he kisses my mum like he's missed her. Like he's really missed her. He kisses me and my sister. He gets tears in his eyes. And they glisten. You know when mercury breaks out of the thermometer and it sends its drops? 1, 2, 3, 4. Solid drops down to the floor. My dad's tears. Like a mercury drop. And we're all happy to be together. We're a family, on a beach, holding hands and sharing jokes. My dad tells a joke, and I look up at him. I like the way his face spreads when he smiles. In my head, I'm on a beach 1,000,000 times a day. And happiness gets infectious. I'm desperate for it. Beach, life. Give me that happy life on a beach. But then in The Crown, tonight, pulling that trigger, the beach falls in, and my whole life pours into the egg-timer hole left gaping in the crust of the earth. Everything's changed. Forever.
Hello. And who are you?
I might ask you the same question.
All right then. My name is Lucky.
It's an uncommon name. Who gave you that name?
There's nothing wrong with the name. My humans gave it to me because I'm black, and humans say that black cats are lucky.
No, there's nothing wrong with the name. In fact, that's my name.
I don't believe it.
It is. My humans gave it to me.
Humans? You've got more than one, have you?
Yes, I've got 4.
4!
Yes, 2 adults and 2 children.
How dreadful! You have to share a home with 4 humans. Is there room for you? Where'd you go to get away from them?
I come up here.
I've never seen you out here before.
That's because you just moved here. Actually, it's the first time they've let me out. They had this silly notion that I had to be kept in for 3 days or I'll get lost.
That's pathetic. Cats don't get lost.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. All I know is it gets very uncomfortable in there and noisy. Humans are so restless, always eating, always talking, and have no imagination, always watching a screen.
Thank goodness I've only got one. My human's perfect. For me. She's so very comfortable to sit on, and she sleeps quite a lot. She's got no one to talk to most of the time, so she talks to me.
Talks to you?
Yes, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose. But just can't imagine what it'd be like if a human talked to you. Mine shout. What do you do when a human talks to you?
Sometimes I speak, sometimes I purr. Of course they don't actually understand me. I can understand their language perfectly, but they can't understand mine. We are so much more intelligent.
We are superior in every way. Watch how I can flex my back
And curl.
and move slowly and stay hidden
And relax.
and balance.
And swing through gaps.
And sing.
Meow.
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 Ow!
What's that? Some ratty human who like our singing.
They never do. Why can't they appreciate real music?
When you think about it, what roar they make with their terrible voices, traffic, radios, yet we sing for a minute and we get cold water thrown at us. Totally unfair.
That's humans for you. Utterly selfish. Think the whole world belongs to them.
So we have to fit in as best we can.
Exactly.
There we share everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, why are you here?
This is my territory.
Your territory.
Yes.
You shouldn't be here.
Well, I am. I know, but you should.
How can it be your territory if it's right outside my garden?
That's my territory too.
Well, this has all got to change. You might be lucky like me, and you can't help humans be humans, but I can't share my territory with you.
You sound just like a human.
Don't insult me.
Right, come on, let's settle this.
Meow!
That was a waste of time.
You're right. You're so badly behaved as a humans.
Alice has just eaten a cake Mark eats me and has grown too big to fit through the door to Wonderland. The white rabbit just rushed past and dropped his fan. Dear, dear, how queer everything is today. And yesterday, things went on just as usual. I wonder if I've been changed in the night. Let me think. Was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a little different. But if I'm not the same, the next question is, who in the world am I? I'm sure I can't be Ada, for I know all sorts and she knows so very little. Besides, she and I, and oh, how puzzling it all is. I'll try to know all the things I need to know. Let me see. 4 times 5 is 12. And 4 times 6 is 13. And 4 times 7 is... Oh dear. I shall never be able to get to 20 at that rate. I must be changed to Mabel. I must be Mabel after all. And I shall have to go and live in that poky little house and have next to no toys to play with and... Oh, ever so many lessons to learn. No, I've made up my mind about it. If I'm Mabel, I'll stay down here. There'll be no use there putting their heads down and saying, "Come up again, dear." I shall only look up and say, "Who am I then? Tell me that first." And if I like being that person, I will come up. If not, I will stay down here until I'm somebody else. But I do wish they would put their heads down. I'm so very tired of being all alone down here.
My mistress with the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stools, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' natural day. The shallowest thick skin in their barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him this advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. Anon, his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, as they him spy, as wild geese or russet painted choughs sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight away his fellows fly. I led them on this distracted fear, and I left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, did Tanya wait, and straightway loved an ass.
I am Harry, and I am Mole, and I am Rat, and Lucas is Mole, and I meet Molly for the very first time whilst I'm keeping my boat. Hello.
Hello.
You're Mole, aren't you?
That's right. And you're Rat.
That's right. How do you do? Well, this is an unexpected pleasure. A bit far from you, Molly. Never seen you around here before.
No, I've taken the day off.
Taking the day off? I say, that's bold.
That's a lovely boat.
Well, I like it.
I've never been in a boat.
Excuse me. For a moment, I thought you said you've never been on a boat.
I haven't.
Bless my soul.
Why? Is it so nice?
Nice? No, it's not nice. It's the only thing. Believe me, my young friend. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All too much worth doing and simply messing about in boats. Whether you're in them or out of them. Whether you get anywhere or you don't. Or whether you never get anywhere at all. There's always something to do and you're always busy. But nice. That's not half of it. Listen, if you've nothing else on this morning, let's say you drop down the river together and make a day.
In the boat? Together? Could we? Could we really?
Certainly. Hop in. Careful. That's it. Put this on your lap.
What's in it?
It's cold chicken in it. Cold ham, cold tongue, cold beef, pickled gherkins, fresh sandwiches, ginger beer, and lemonade.
Oh, stop! This is too much.
You really think so? Well, I always take. The other animals think I'm a mean beast and cut it very fine. I'm a thief.
Rather.
Right then. Off you go. correct you. Not a river, the river.
So you really live by the river. What is your life?
By it, and with it, and on it, and in it. It's my world, and I don't want any other.
Isn't it a bit dull at times?
Dull?
Just you and your little man to chat to.
My dear Molly, the river's so crowded nowadays. Some people are moving away altogether.
What's over there?
Where?
There, that dark thing on the horizon.
Oh, nothing.
Yes, there is. It's a wood.
Don't stand up, you idiots. You'll have to motor over. Sorry about that. My fault. Shouldn't have called you an idiot. Only rule one where boats are concerned is never stand.
Sorry. I'll be paying the price of Edmund. In this scene, Edmund tells the wicked Queen of Narnia that his brothers and sisters are now in Narnia. A lion. Why is it standing so still? Hey, its head's covered in snow. Only a statue. Cold stone. So this is the great lion Aslan, is it? The Queen's turned him to stone. How do you like being a statue now? Yes, stupid old Aslan. It's alright. Only so. Couldn't hurt a flip. Well, if you please, sir, my name is Edmund, and I'm the son of Abigail. Her Majesty met in the wood the other day, and I've come to bring her the news that my brothers and sisters are now in Narnia, quite close to the Phoebe's house. She wanted to see them. Will you tell Her Majesty I'm here? It's hard to stand still when you're trembling. You mustn't be afraid. Try to think of something nice. Ah, yes. Turkish delight. Turkish delight. If you please, Your Majesty, I've done the best I can. They're at Mr. and Mrs. Beaver's house. The Beaver says Aslan's on the move and they're going to meet him at the stone table. That's what the Beaver says. Please, Your Majesty, I didn't have much lunch. Please now, some Turkish delight.
In this piece, I will be playing the character Swallow, where she's telling her friends about a great discovery in her barn. Can you keep a secret? A really big secret. You've got to hold up your hands and do the see this wet routine. See this wet, see this dry. Cut my throat if I tell a lie. This is a great and fabulous secret, known to none but those within these walls. You had to join a society to know the secret, and all those who know must swear never to divulge. Will you absolutely swear? If you ever breathe a word, something ghastly will have happened to you. All right. That's Jesus. We have proof. We were in here, messing about, and there was a sort of knock on the door, and I opened it. He stood there, smiling at us, and said, "Knock on the door, and it shall be opened unto you." And I said, "Who are you?" And he stood, staring around the space, not answering at once, and then, suddenly, rather loud, "Jesus!" Just like that. His legs were all cut, and his boots and socks crammed with mud, and he kind of lurched. I asked him if I should get someone, and he said, "Don't tell them till I've recovered." He's ill, too ill to talk. He's been asleep for 6 hours in the daytime. The grown-ups may not believe. Suppose they try and take him away. But we can have a gigantic meeting. We can swear them all to secrecy. There's hundreds of children around here, and every child knows other children. We can bring them, a few at a time, to see him, and hear his words. Little by little, we can spread the news to children all over the country that the first people to know Jesus has come back will be the children. And if the grown-ups try to take him away, we'll defend him, hundreds of us.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a book about ghosts.
We've got several titles to choose from. There's the A to Z of Ghosts, Supernatural World, Ghost Finder.
I'll take them all.
Are you accepting a book?
No, I think my house is haunted.
Really?
Yes, I've noticed some very strange things going on recently.
What sort of things?
Well, the other day, I heard a strange noise coming from the loft. It was a sort of banging noise. And then there's the lights.
What happens with the lights?
They flicker sometimes.
Have you been up to the loft to check?
Yes, I was terrified, but I decided I had to know what it was. I took a torch and went up there yesterday. What I saw made me decide to get some books on the subject.
Ooh, what did you see?
It was a sort of glowing figure leaning against the water tank.
What sort of figure? Was it a person?
I think so. It was looking straight at me, just staring.
Ugh, that must have been so creepy. Was it a man or a woman?
I don't know. It was dressed in rags, dirty rags.
What did you do next?
I just froze. It was looking right at me. Then it pointed at the water tank. Then it spoke to me.
What did it say?
Look in there. That's what it said.
Well, did you?
Would you?
I don't know. Not at first. I'd have to think about it. Well, did you?
I passed out.
What?
I fainted. I woke up in the loft 10 minutes later, stretched out my back. I was very cold. It was quiet. I was alone.
What did you do next?
I got out of the loft quickly and made myself a cup of tea. I sat at the table, kitchen table, trying to gather my thoughts. I was very confused. Then, at about 11 at night, there was this tapping noise coming from the water pipes.
Then I in trapped air or something.
No, it was too regular, like a rhythm. 3 long taps followed by 2 short taps, then 2 long taps.
Morse code! That sounds like a Morse coded message.
I've written it all down. Every long tap is a capital T and short tap is a small t.
Wait, I've got a book on Morse code somewhere. We can work out what it says. I've worked out what it says. It says, don't believe everything you hear. Where's he gone?
I was playing the role of Paulette. Paulette is a young confused Evacuee who travelling from London to the countryside to get away from her parents. Where am I going? Why am I going? Do I have to go? I don't want to leave. What is happening? Have I got everything? Got my Mac, got my hat, suitcase, a gas mask, and my teddy. Mum took me to the station. She cried all the way, so I cried. If we are so unhappy, then why am I going? It's safer, said Mum. You'll be away from all the airwaves. She touched my face and looked deep into my eyes. You have lovely new friends, and you have nice fresh air, and you can enjoy the countryside. The countryside? What does it look like? It's like a great big park, with trees, and sheep, and cattle. We stood there on the platform together, waiting. But waiting for what? Time to go, said Mum. We all boarded the train. I looked out the window for as long as I could until Mum stood up standing on the platform. The train was hot and sticky. Children everywhere, laughing and playing and crying. Lots of crying, all the way to the countryside. Off the train! People came and just looked at us. But what were they doing? They took some little me, but nobody wanted me until Miss Smith, a great big fierce looking lady, with an apron and curlers. Rules, she said in a gruff tone. No evacuees can use the front door. No evacuees can use the front parlour. Evacuees must eat their meals in the kitchen. Evacuees must share a bed. Evacuees must be in by 6 p.m. Evacuees must be grateful for the roofs over their heads. Grateful? This is a nightmare. I can't wake up. When can I go home? Oh please, I just want to go home.
What you did was really awful. It made me feel quite ill. It was wrong and quite unlawful. I feel queasy still. What she did was really quite uncalled for. How could she be so cruel? My friends were all appalled for. She made me look a fool. What she did was out of order. It made me blush and wince. From that instant, I ignored her and haven't spoken since. What she did was really rotten, but what it was, I've quite forgotten.
In the scene, I'll be playing the part of the Wicked Witch, who's just entered a beauty competition. Well, hello everybody. I'm here. I don't think you need to look any further for your Miss World. Why not save all the expense of a lavish show and just crown me now? Ha 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 ha! Why am I so sure? Who are you, Dick? And what do you know about beautiful women? Don't answer that. We haven't got time to waste. Well, you see, I have a magic mirror, and it's able to see all the women in the world. And every time I've asked it, well, apart from the little hiccup ago, it told me every time I am the most beautiful. What was the little hiccup? Oh, some poor girl, but alas, she had a most unfortunate accident. I'm sorry. It does so upset me when I think of her. I have such a tender heart, you see. I want peace and love for everyone all over the world. That is my sincere wish. What talents do I have? Well, I'm a very accomplished actress. Why, sometimes, to amuse my friends, I dress as an old witch, and they tell me I'm really convincing. Have I got anything you'd like to buy, my dear? What about this pretty little necklace? Yes, of course you can try it on, because it's poisoned, you stupid little girl. Oh, sorry, I got a bit carried away there. Good though, aren't I? My figure is superb. My skin is as soft as satin, and I never seem to age. I could go on being Miss World for years. So, do you want me to be Miss World or not? I look wonderful in a swimsuit. I have enough money to pay for all the pathetic little candidates, and I have a very powerful effect on men. See that one in the audience there? That handsome huntsman, shaking in his boots. You'd do anything I asked, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? There you see, he's working for me, so he couldn't really disagree. What's that? My mirror? Who's brought that here? It's a fake. It's a fraud. That's what I think of you, you stupid mirror. Now, where's that huntsman gone? Come here, I've got some very serious questions to ask you. Where are you?
Mr. Byrne, is it? Yes. Good to see you. Just preparing the room. If you'd like to take a seat, I won't be with you. I'll be with you shortly. Thanks, sir. Bit short of staff today, though. Probably because of the weather. So, why are you here? I'm not too happy. I'm getting braces. Quite nervous.
I will be fine. Then start. You know, they're saying there's some mad babies going around in the paper. Lucky ours isn't like that, is it?
Be with you shortly.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get rid of Mueller.
We'll soon have that fixed for you.
That won't be for us, I don't think. Can't be us.
Just one moment.
My teeth are alright.
Right, Mr. Byrne, you're next. I've fixed the chair. If you would like to step in.
A treacherous monster is the shark. He never makes the least remark. And when he sees you on the sand, he doesn't seem to want to land. He watches you take off your clothes, and not the least excitement shows. His eyes do not grow bright or roll. He has astonishing self-control. He waits till you are quite undressed and seems to show no interest. And when towards the sea you leap, he looks as if he were asleep. But when you once get in his range, his whole demeanour seems to change. He throws his body right about, and his true character comes out. There's no use crying or appealing. He seems to lose all decent feeling. After this warning, you will wish to keep clear of this treacherous fish. His back is black. His stomach white, and he has a very dangerous bite.
I'm going to be playing a waiter who is trying to move a woman, there's the sign, a woman who doesn't want to move to another table, even though the table that she's sitting at has a reserved sign. He tries to use several techniques of getting her to move, but she just doesn't really want to. Reserved, madam. That table is reserved. I said this table is reserved. Look at the notice. It says reserved. Did you hear me? There's no service at this table, so there's no point in sitting at it. If you don't mind, you'll find a place over there. Read something. There. I said there. Do you understand? There. We're not going to be difficult, are we? Difficulty at this time of the day is something we can well do without. Let us not have difficulties on top of everything else. So if you don't mind, madam, over there. Like that, is it? Very well. Please yourself. On your head be it. No more to be said. You realise I can't waste time on you. Others are clamouring for attention. What's more, they all expect me to serve them at once. I can assure you, madam, there's no reason why I should ignore them for her. There's nothing special about madam. Apart from sitting at a table with a reserve notice. And as far as I'm concerned, people that sit at tables with reserve notices do not exist. I may be expected to dash around like a lunatic robot for all the rest, but not for you. Of course, if you should decide to move to that table over there, I'll be prepared to give you my attention. In turn, naturally, after the hot scones, the Welsh rabbit, the banana split, and today's Cornish special with the clotted cream and assorted pastries. But as long as Madame sits there, she's asking to be passed by. In fact, Madame can sit there till tea stews and hell freezes. Everyone, as you can tell, has done really, really, really well, and they've put so much hard work in this term, so give them another round of applause.
In fact, going to ask every single one of tonight's performers. I know some of our younger contingent have had to leave because it's getting late, but everyone who has left, and on their behalf, those who have left already, please stand up if you've performed tonight. All of you in the dance at the back, and we're going to raise the roof with an enormous round of applause because they've all been phenomenal. Together by an amazing teacher who does a huge amount of work with every single one of these students, works incredibly hard and gives of her time and energy effortlessly, encourages, enthuses, and definitely the standard this evening has been just incredible. I'm so blown away by it. So the future of drama is entirely secured under Mrs. Tate doing all this wonderful work in her lessons with these wonderful students. So please, can you join me in thanking Mrs. Tate?